Samaneras are the small boys who train from childhood to become monks or bhikkhu. The meaning of the word Samanera is respected small boys in Pali language. Samanera or a novice's life is very different and difficult. As soon as the dawn breaks, their day starts at the monastery. The young novices wake up at 4 a.m. and starts their day with a prayer. In the prayer, they pray for the triple gem, recollection of the Buddha, recollection of the Dhamma, and recollection of the Sangha. The first Samanera was Rahula, the son of Gautama Buddha. When he was 7 years old, he asked to be given his inheritance, and then he was ordained as the first Samanera. A number of young boys from the royal family started to follow Rahula's footsteps. And seeing this, King Shuddhodhana, the father of Gautama Buddha, asked him to allow a young boy become a Samanera only with his parents' consent. Gautama Buddha accepted this request, and from then onwards, it was ruled out that a young boy cannot become a Samanera without his parents' consent. The young novices lead a life secluded from the rest of the world, cut off from all the distractions. This helps them in refraining themselves. Their every activity in the monastery is a part of their training. The peace and quiet environment of the forest helps them concentrate in their meditation. They have 10 principles which they need to follow as a monk. And to follow the 10 principles, one have to have a very strong will, which is made possible only through meditation. For this, the novices are trained to meditate and build up their will. A boy is ordained as a Samanera through a ritual which is done by a monk with chanting prayers. The boy takes an oath to follow the 10 principles. Before a boy is ordained as a Samanera, his parents have to give some items to the monk. The items include needles, threads, stick, 3 ropes, an alms bowl, blade, belt, and a strainer to purify water.
Kyong dur hal te akron chafro mete ngama yasa chang thapro ti shampra ru kyong ru thapla pote kyong do shampra sasana yu kyare thima ida ki jo yasu go kyong do thila te yang thika bo shampra Bianca Riga boy yasu kulja peli di kulja pekele yasu kulja macam kya itu kita shampra jondo la kali jomaya cukup nama bo ya juga saya ria cukup itu kita mulai tote ti hibaji jadi ya juga melaki sih mati ya semua kohir di dalam ini gitu ya sudah shampra itu cuma dulu maga serah shampoo segera minggu hingga botol jam cuek 이제 그저 물에 또 이베지 라라고 너가 뭐 프로밀로 잡히안리리 또 그래 또 야수 또 umrongyo dong kyoma Mandaria malabo shang khai malabo shang pro lo te prika sopa yure
ne o ba o mi de sa go prep o mi de shang pro bo o mi ge le chang hu le ji go se pon ja dia go ya su le pro chang le ngo ple sa ga ga tra ya ye ngo bu da ba sa ma ga shang pro ge tra pro ra de tra pro ke chế lên sang là người ta phải cái sáng phụ ra đấy là sĩ phụ cái chỗ là sáng nào có là cái chỗ cái sinh hiệu kiểu có lo là phải hiệu chỉ hiệu à cái chế độ cả bỏ cái nguyên hiệu pro cái sĩ đấy nhiều ngã sa lệ mà phải là cái sĩ đấy
Shampoo zama motion logo ni bige jogo amai adoro abaro ani bige jogo la era ya le la era de ni bige ma bangam break ra ong asong pa ra bangam babairo chiro yadero sa de ka ya di ong pa ra ya da ba bi kha ma de kha ya ko ya motion logo ni bige ma song nga ba di la ko bi ra nga ba di la bi kha logo ni bige bangam ko ni bige bangam ko ni bige sara bo era ya bangam ko ni bige do ma ba la ya break ra ko ni bige sara ko era re sara ko abi kha ma do ma ko ni bige da sa pai sa ka lo ko ya kam na ra bi kha ma go rai lo ra ya le go rai bi kha ma do ko ni bige ya sara bo bi tha re bangam ko ni bige brand do ra da ka la wa da do kha do sa re ya bong na ni bige sara bo ma ni bige ai tha bangam ko brand do ra to bi kha ma sara ka ni bige तो को मांगा को प्रांबी का निबी को दुगा निबी शांता मने फेंक देता मोशन Basic करने ठाया एमा कादावा डेडो बाबा जेठा मांगांडे नोगावा
It is a little difficult in the beginning for a new novice to follow the daily routine.
Jahag mamsi atau baru yang terlain tu ngal ada sang lurus mau sang kuyang sang lurus menang juga nale perlu kena sang nak ayat sang lurus menali tinggal leten tinggal lepas sang lurus ni ngah basi lagi deh cewa sila lagi deh you buat Chanda kan ni atau panjang lo buat
Staying in the monastery with all the Samaneras helps the new Samanera follow the rules strictly. Seeing his fellow novices, he gets the strength to refrain himself from other distractions.
Số lại ta là ni con rồi nó cái cả đúng khôngครับnhìn thôi tất cả thằng mọi tất cả thằng mọi tất cả kan mong lên mà cha ra biscuit cha tất cả là tông cái biscuit cha ra nó cái cả biscuit cha rồi biscuit nó cái cả cha đi rồi yang pro vậy biscuit mà cha đi vậy mong lên cha đi vậy ikan ni rồi
One of the most extraordinary routine that novices and monks have to follow is that they are not supposed to eat anything after 12 noon. They are given breakfast at 6 a.m. After breakfast, the novices have to do some chores and help the temple's caretakers keep the compound and their classroom clean. As they are very small, they are not allowed to do much physical work, and as they grow up, their duties also grow. According to the scriptures, novices and monks need to beg for alms from nearby villages for lunch. From 9:30 a.m. to 10 a.m., all the novices are prepared to go for alms collection. They carry subuyo or alms bowl, where the villagers will serve them what they prepared for the offerings. The novices in Mandaria have to walk for 2 kilometers to go to the nearest village and collect the alms. The monks and novices walk on the clothes that are laid down for them as soon as they enter the village for alms collection. It is a way of respect the villagers pay to the holy man. The alms begging is a ritual which is followed by the monks as they are not supposed to prepare anything for themselves. They have to eat whatever is offered to them without any complaint. The subuyo or alms pot where they receive the alms also serve as a plate where they eat their lunch. A prayer is also chanted before they start their lunch. They pray that all the living beings on this earth may also get the opportunity to enjoy a good meal as they do. When they have their lunch, they are not supposed to keep the plate on the table, so they have to keep it below it while eating. This routine of not eating anything after lunch is something that new novices find a little challenging, although the older novices are comfortable with it. Tejasara is a novice who have been a Samanera for almost 2 years. All his batchmates have left for both Gaya, but he had to stay back at Mandaria to help in training the new Samaneras.
Ông mình làm là Indo khátri là cái levo cái pharo le tel le jao khátri cái jao le tel levo cái de levo ta nó phải vậy de mỗi tiết chuyện nói cái tiga chơi chơi ra rồi mồm mẹ nó cả chăm phải mồm mẹ rồi lung nhau ra luar mampir TV ko matira có cuma mor yang mau ngampian này không nói TV ko matira luar nyasrun jalan tu akra ngai telepon kra nó phải so còn thao ra dia còn feeling sih aku apa cái gì việc xây dựng lại mulai người ta perweta perweta po bigi cái po chanja bigi na hatina na bigera chafe bigi gaba mo kyo gaba tara thoin bigera chafe
In keeping the monastery, there's a caretaker. He helps the monk in taking care of the monastery and training the novices. He also teaches English alphabets to the novices and makes Ayurvedic medicines in the monastery. Mr. Mankyo and Kailasa Bhikkhu looks after this monastery along with another caretaker.
By class go down and now by Mango, Luzago, Pramasu, Nivida, a shinta done, and a short time and Nivida Cobadago, and Tayo, Nivida, and Roga Lopigeti, Moshetigo. Yacoba, Sogaledo, Young Maubada, Della, Napoima, Yazakaji Kapo, Della, Napoima, Nivida Palisa, Besuza, Lolo Palare. Yacosa, Bego, Ruipo, Craipo, Along, Yalaga, Pebo, Tea, by Sureka. Roma Nivida, Nakama, Anglesa, English, Suza, Navida Bangla, Bremani, Bangla, Sejo, Inira, Suza, Zobele, Besoge, Aguga, primary school Laura Pete, primary San Laura Pete, primary Samang, Roga, and Washiti Gosuri, Lingmaya, Pesce, Yajo, Nivida, Nivida Pampire, Lampi Bride, now by Mang, Roga, the sound air, Vida, Sado, Vinera, Bodagayado, Ara, a Samram Banyago, Pesce, attend with Amram Banyago, Lampo, the Bobira thing. Yea, Moromaga, Nivida get hard, and Washiti, Nivida, Dauka plays a lay here, and the holy Soge, Nimco, Tamka, Friday, Oman, Nivida, Serum go Urare, or Port and Nailago, Nivida, Moroga, low Urare.
Kailasa Bhikkhu have been a monk for 20 years now. When he was just a kid, he was donated to a monk at a temple and started living there. As he grew up, he understood more about a monk's life and became a Samanera. After achieving many levels of tests, he became a monk at the age of 13.
Ozanogata Nivi, the Moa, Shidi Rakans, Kanai Tail, Kanai Shine Night, Go Night, attack with the Silent Night now song, the Silent Night Lobby Lakan. The Moa Nivi, Adiga Nivi, Luzago, Adiga Ozanga from Brani. Shidi got another man, Didora Logi, only to Bioga, another man Bioga, she did go a feather in a Pranga de Soga de, Sapaga de, O Shimago, the Ratega de, Sapata Jinga Sapata, the Ratega Jinga, the Ratega, Parawa Daddy. Go on to labor, she did go on a go Biolo Ninga. The Rebrahma Nibig is Madame Nabra, the other Nibig. Go say up Yoshimuli Baba, Malora Zagore.
In the monastery, Kailasa also teaches Burmese scripture and Pali language. The Samaneras zealously learn the scriptures and enjoy the experience of learning.
Mamboy la sangre. Dade yang zamyoza. Dadenita paleka.
These kids are fond of studying. They study English, Bengali, and Hindi, and also learn basic science and mathematics. They also get time to refresh themselves, although they are being trained to become someone who preaches Buddhism. They are also kids like any other. They are fond of playing games among themselves in the evening. Games like kabaddi, football, and marbles are enjoyed by them. This is a time when the young boys are allowed to forget about all their hardships and enjoy their life in the monastery. They ought to be happy. Happiness is a very important feeling that they need to have. They ought to be happy. Happiness is a very important feeling that they need to have in order to fulfill their responsibilities as a Samanera. In the evening, they meditate for an hour with their teacher Kailasa, who guides them during the evening meditation. Soon after the meditation, they relax for a while and prepare to sleep. They are very punctual about their activities. All the Samaneras makes their own bed and goes to sleep at 7 p.m. Kailasa, their teacher and guardian, looks after them when they sleep. He is a father figure for the Samaneras. During the filming of this documentary, we saw that the Samaneras listen to everything Kailasa Bhikkhu says. He is their guardian, father, mother, and a friend. The Samaneras' lifestyle is so challenging that one feels pity and sympathetic towards them. Giving up the pleasures of life, they embrace the life of serving mankind through the teachings of Lord Buddha. Also, it is a thing of pride that such small and innocent boys are capable of leading such a challenging life. Their will is stronger than a normal adult's will, and their parents are proud of them. For serving mankind, they are going through hardships, which is really something to be proud of.